Oh, so looks like the race is already going, despite not all the commentators being here, but I can do my best alone. So this race is going to be between Fathlo and Kanis, two well-established runners of this game, both having very good times. Fathlo with 32:15, I believe, and Kanis with a 33:40. So this match is definitely anyone's game. Fathlo having an edge, but Kansas' victory is definitely not out of the question. On to 1-3. So pretty tricky level. Getting caught in the crawl spaces can cost you a lot, and they aren't exactly trivial to get through. You have to jump at a very specific time in order to get full speed through them. Screw it up, and you'll just get blocked by them or sent in the wrong direction. Kane is struggling to do them optimally, unfortunately. Gonna cost him quite a bit there. And now they're on Squirrel Capers, which is mimetically known as the hardest level in the game due to the fact that it's early on in the game, so you notice every second or every little bit of time, so it's more noticeable. So I don't know. Don't really know how to describe it that well, but Fathlo accidentally turning to the left and getting the automatic lunge, which cost him maybe a few tenths of a second, but it's right back on track. Gonna be coming out with a looked like a 2:43 exit, which is not great, but in a race that's perfectly acceptable. Coming up to 1-5, we're gonna see first major or second major extendo at least. Gonna let us land on that edge quicker before the curling jumps up and gives us an easier way up into that tree, which lets you jump to the barrel. And now moving on to the boss, World 1. The whole trick of this boss is there's specific spots where you want to stand after your hits, and that lines you up perfectly in order to get optimal hits on the boss. Now, you could just avoid the spots completely and go by feel, but I find it more. I just find it easier to use the visual cues in this instance. Alright. Winky's Walkway. It's just a quick, small platforming level. Pretty fun. Not too scary at all either. So it's not going to be much variance here. Unless someone is insane enough to go for the clip at the end, which is frame perfect, but no one ever does that in a run. Fathlo decides to roll through the barrel, while Kanis, let's see, also rolls through it. Gets caught on the edge there, but luckily it does not land in the barrel that shoots you to the minecart, and so he's going to be on his merry way. Now Fathlo wants Bouncy Bonanza, which is the most difficult level in the first half of the game before you make it to Torchlight Trouble. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Dustin?
Hey, Joe.
How you doing, dude?
I'm doing pretty good, thanks. I just got home from work. Probably the fastest I've ever gotten home.
Nice. Nice
Yeah.
BB.
No, actually, it was terrible bus RNG.
Really?
I'm talking about it since I got off the bus and found out that I was commentating this. That I got home so quickly.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Kind of one of those.
Wonder how you got signed up. You know what? Alright, so Fathlo, clearly playing cleaner so far, has a pretty substantial lead over Kanis right now.
Oh, Kanis hasn't won yet?
Unfortunately, Kanis is behind.
I'm just opening the stream right now. Hang on. The RTMP. What happened to Kanis?
Nothing. He's just been playing slightly sloppier than Fathlo has.
Oh man.
That's really it.
It goes to show that sometimes there's just a little more to this game than just pressing Y. Like just
wrong.
It's until like World 5 you actually have to move your monkeys pretty well, and then you get to World 5
there's a bit of movement involved. Then it all falls apart. Yeah.
Yep.
And there's plenty of snakes around.
Too many snakes.
But so, you think Fathlo's gonna do it?
Do I think Fathlo's going to do it?
He's going to do it, yes.
Yes, he's absolutely going to do it.
Alright. Surprised you think that. I don't think he did it in his last race.
Did he not?
No, he didn't do it.
Oh. Well, he might. We're gonna find out really soon. He's coming into the. He's coming into it right now.
Take Kanis more seriously than his last opponent, so.
Well, he should. Kanis has been around the block quite a few times. He's got degrees in all 3 donkey games.
Degrees even.
Yeah. Oh, he's not going for it. He got the insta barrel, so it looks like he might just be super jumping.
Yeah, I'm behind you then.
He's super jumping. Kanis also getting the insta barrel. We're not quite sure how to make that consistent. It either works or it doesn't.
The weird thing is, if you just do it enough, it just becomes consistent, even if you don't know how it works.
Yeah.
It's weird, because I used to be pretty much 100% consistent at it, never had any idea why it was working.
Yeah, it works or it doesn't. It's pretty much like it's like a jump roll.
Yep.
You get it or you don't. Coming into one of the first really hard levels of the game, Temple Tempest.
Hey man.
And you're going to be looking at one of the best Temple Tempesters in Fathlo. Not taking anything against Kanis though. Kanis knows what he's doing.
It's never too late to get better than Kanis, Dad. Never too late, man.
It is never too late, but it's not easy.
No, it takes work, man. It takes putting time in the IL leaderboards, stuff like that.
Oh, you didn't get the extendo. Glad he caught it in time, though.
He didn't get the tire? Yeah.
Yeah, he did not get the tire.
It's too bad. How about Kanis? Kanis does get it. Oh, he doesn't go high enough.
Yeah. Tire rolls have really been the enemy of the runners of this tournament. We've seen many deaths on easy levels such as
channels.
Yeah.
Nothing will ever be as bad as Eason calling the music easy.
Yeah. First try for Fathlo in the map warp.
Nice. You think he used his lighter?
Oh, absolutely. He's a tasser for sure.
Dang, disqualified, dude.
Kanis going for map warp. First try as well. This is Clam City.
No chatter yet. Trivial level. Just don't lose your fish.
Yes, this is one of the levels. I don't know what you said during Capers in regards to the fish, losing him and getting him back. But if this is one of the levels where you really, really, really don't want to lose your fish, because you only get one fish in the level. And if he goes a little too far off screen, he's gone.
The only fish level where it's slightly acceptable to lose him is a poison pond.
That's true. Poison pond's a little bit easier to get your fish back, I think.
Yeah, I guess. Unless you lose him in triple mincer, it just goes away forever. Alright, Fathlo with the sub 1130. Well, 3, which means he's on pretty solid run. Oh, Fathlo getting a 6 Joe snow frame roll in the Joe frame.
Six Joe snake.
Oh, and he gets Zera roll.
And Zera roll, the hottest new tech in 4-1. Wonder if we're gonna hottest new tech in 4-2.
No, man, he's not gonna do it, unfortunately. Even though these people are part of the Neo Degen crew, it's unlikely they'll be going for it. The Neo Degen, yeah.
Yeah. Kanis also bouncing on some birds. So the thing about this level, and mainly moving on ice and snow in the first place, is that unlike moving on ground, your rolls don't mean anything. They're not going to net you any more acceleration. So it's actually faster to jump.
It depends. Ledge rolls still give you speed.
It's true. Fathlo having a little bit of an issue getting out of bounds.
He did not go in the bonus like some idiot did yesterday.
Some idiot. Both of them doing up in 5. Ooh, I hate taking damage on that B. You try to cut it so close. Yeah, you try to cut it so close to save time, but sometimes you just get owned.
Luckily, there's a DD barrel right there, so.
Yep.
Take too long to get him back.
Kanis having some fine ropes, taking that extra jump.
He gets slow? Oh no, he's going for it now. He gets slow. Nice. And will Kanis get slow? Kanis just going a little bit over the slope. Grabbing the DK. He even grabs
he gets the DK barrel. You don't want to do that.
This is the worst bird ever.
Worst bird.
I know Kanis hates birds, but like this is just upsetting.
He doesn't understand that like all the things that he's doing is only making him stay in the level longer. So.
Yeah. Alright. Ooh, Fathlo scoring up the hardest corner in the game.
Hello and welcome, guys. How you guys doing?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, everybody, Stu's here.
Yay!
We made it.
Stu.
I'm so happy. Oh man.
So for those of you that don't know, we've been living under a rock for the last year or so. Stu is one of the Stu just kind of came out of nowhere and exposed us all. He ascended the leaderboards and very, very quickly.
Let's just say the wiki is a powerful place to learn if you're ever interested.
For no good reason, he just got better than all of us. But yeah, we should all be happy actually that he's with us. He's definitely a wealth of knowledge and experience with the game. So hello and welcome, Stu. How are you doing tonight?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Good, thanks. Just watching some hot croc-on-croc action.
I'm looking at some corners right now.
Yeah?
And I can see, I was just watching Kanis right there. He's using very similar cues to what I use, which is, you know, very precise, hug at a corner and then switch to the other side to cut the other corner as sharply as possible. That's like the only way to save time in these in this water level.
Yeah, he was mentioning in a race earlier that he uses visual cues to cut corners a lot. And the water physics in this game and like the same sort of like concept in the water level sort of translates to his main game, which is Donkey Kong Country 2. You'll want to do the same thing, is just cut the corners as hard as you can. And so he's got some Donkey experience under his belt to help complement this.
Kanis' matching is fast. Just noticed. His matching looks fast.
Yeah, he's pretty like in DKC 2 he uses the claw grip, doesn't he?
That is really fast mashing. Wow.
He does.
I think that applies quite nicely to this level.
Oh, did we lose Fathlo?
Uh-oh.
Did Fathlo's game crash? No, okay.
No, he's just stuttering. He's probably having internet problems.
He took damage in Torchlight, as did he on a. It's a tight little jump there to get on the edge of the oil drum, and he was just a little bit too far left. That's gonna hurt, kind of. Just a little, yeah. There's still there was a good recovery though. There's a DK barrel in that 4 or 5 seconds, but that could be enough to help Kanis get back in this.
Yeah, throw in the barrel for Gary.
Yeah, not too long of a distance between them now. It's looking like maybe 10 seconds.
7:13 rope bridge enter.
Okay, so 10, 11. So about a 12-second difference right now.
Yeah, and going for RBR and failing is about 17 or 18-second difference.
Oh no!
He even dies.
Yeah.
That's
okay. So
major,
this is Kanis's
Kanis in the lead.
Yep.
And Kanis actually didn't go for it, so
Just opts out of it. So that's
he opts out of it. He's not too comfortable with it yet, I don't think.
Yeah. So not going for RBR at all is 9 seconds slower than optimal, and what Fathlo did was attempt it and fail it, so that's at least 17 seconds.
Oh, take a damage on the B. That's
Fathlo having really rough time in RBR right now. Jesus.
To be fair, this is a very tough level. This is like right where the platform starts to get pretty tough in DKC 1, in my opinion. Torchlight followed by this level in ODA. It's a tough threesome for sure.
Yeah, those 3 in a row are very difficult. If you're lucky, you only have to play one of them.
Yeah, yeah. If you're lucky.
Alright, Kanis not doing the follow corners.
Yeah, not doing the corner. Doesn't lose too much time. It's what, like 0.6 maybe?
If that.
He's giving away.
Much.
He doesn't know how to count.
Oh, he cannot count.
He got it though.
This is a no math percent run, guys. Don't worry about it.
Fathlo can't even go for the SGRD.
Okay, well that's 2 mistakes. He's got to make 1 more mistake, and everything's going to even out, and then he can just go on with the run as if nothing happened.
I swear, if Kanis gets the SJR, dude,
He does go for it. It's pretty consistent.
I mean,
yeah, I thought he likes this one a lot. I'm pretty sure.
Jump into the fire?
No, it was a pretty good setup.
Just got a super jump.
Yeah, it was a pretty good setup, but a little bit late on the Y press.
Yeah, so getting a good way to tell if you were early or if you were late on a super jump roll, or if you just do a super jump off of them, then you were too late because you didn't hit your Y input in time. If you just roll through them, it means you were way too early. Not way too early, just early.
Oh, no, yeah, just early.
Did Fathlo go for it? Oh, no, I guess he was...
he couldn't.
No, he didn't have a con coming in.
Was Mono Donkey entering.
This is a really satisfying level to play.
Alright,
I like it a lot.
Kanis coming up on the thing that kills easy.
It's the hardest part of the game.
This right here.
It's a pretty nice... Ooh, okay, that's
okay.
not... This is not the worst thing ever. It's just
he's taking it really slow. This is probably where Fathlo may catch up to him.
Very lucky he grabbed Donkey.
Yeah. He usually does. He says he grabs Donkey on purpose.
I think in a race situation that's a strong strat. Usually in a PB attempt you would not grab Donkey. It wouldn't be worth it.
Sadly, taking Donkey through like the first 4th of elevators is a huge time loss.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
It's not the 4th. I'd say it's about a 5th in.
Yeah, more like
barrel is just after the first bit.
Oof, that looks really scary too. I wonder if he's ever even practiced Donkey first.
Oh yeah, it is pretty much a fourth. Man, this is like pretty much at the end. Never mind, I stand corrected.
Okay, so as you can see, actually, Fathlo is actually fully caught up right now. Maybe like half a second difference.
It's the same. Oh, he gets the ledge roll, so that puts him like completely in sync.
Yeah, look at that. That's crazy. What a race we have, guys.
Wow. Yeah, I think we're going to see Fathlo just inch forward
Synced
slowly.
In World 5, dude. All right, now we're just going to see pure movement. Who outmaneuvers the
Let's
other.
see if Fathlo goes for the
Fathlo knows to not grab halfway, so that's going to give him some time.
For the roll. That's a scary little one at the little mini Nicky right there.
This is really cool, guys. I hope you can appreciate this. This is some high level gameplay going neck and neck right now. Necky and necky.
Yeah, I know you guys said it earlier, but just a reminder, these two have both very good times in this game, so it's definitely anyone's race. They both know how to get frames, and with the tie game going into World 6, you just don't know who's going to win at this point.
Fathlo is about 0.6 ahead, I guess.
Ever so slightly.
Yeah, half a second.
Well, no, wait. What the?
About a half a second, 2 donkey units, give or take.
I don't even have time to like process the difference between the timers because of how close they are.
Oh, I'm not using numbers. Are you kidding me? I'm just pulling something out of my butt.
Oh.
So Poison Pond, this is the last water level in the game. Also the hardest. Definitely a wall for new players.
I would say this is a level that's extremely difficult when you're first learning the game, but I think at a high level, most players would feel really comfortable in this level because you just follow a script of, you lunge with the Eduardo like 4 times this way, 3 times that way, etc.
Triple mincer.
I'm never scared of Poison Pond.
Kanis not going for triple mincer. Didn't set it up correctly.
He did get single mincer though. That's the important one.
1 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah,
that's the important one. That is the important one.
The other 2 are for show. Now, I kind of expect Fathlo to go for the MCM frame. I don't expect Kanis. I think Kanis is adverse, which is totally fine in a race setting.
Although they're both very competent when it comes to frames and confident.
For sure.
So here comes Fathlo.
Ooh, he tried kind of hard.
Yep, yeah, too early.
Oh,
but it's okay.
Very close.
You want to be too early on these ones.
And Kanis just did not go for it.
Kanis just opts out of it, which is the correct choice.
Yeah, that's a totally fine play, especially with how close they are right now.
Now, actually, I have a question for you two because this came to my mind actually watching the race the other day. Would it be faster if you're rolling through the air to try to roll through as many birds as you can because you gain speed going through them?
Yes. And I believe so. I haven't fully timed it, but I do try to go for an extra bird or 2 that I think other people don't go for. And my thoughts were exactly what you're saying, Dustin, is that rolling through an enemy does increase your speed. So I don't see any reason why you wouldn't want to.
Close. Yeah, I thought so. I wasn't able to get a straight answer from anyone.
You haven't asked me, have you?
I just did.
You asked me?
Yeah, I said both of you.
Yeah, he did say both.
Oh, no, my mic's cutting out because I'm not watching this. The stream's just not working for me right now.
Oh, man.
So it's net problems. I didn't hear.
Alright, well, what's your take?
What, on rolling through extra birds?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously, like, want to try and roll through as many as possible. There's no, like, I don't think anyone has, like, a set route of rolling through birds yet that they always adhere to, but I at least try to get as many as I possibly can.
Okay.
And there's a specific set of 2 birds that, like, I always make sure to try and roll through.
Oh yeah, the 2 that are kind of like close to each other near.
They're close together. I always try to angle myself so they at least hit those. But I think at some point maybe someone should actually make a route for rolling through as many birds as possible. Maybe.
Meanwhile, that blackout from Fathlo was pretty crisp.
Yeah, that was a good blackout. He got the Omega, he got all the extendos, he didn't die.
Yeah,
important parts.
If you're new to the game, blackout's another one that's pretty difficult to learn.
Can't confirm.
Quite scary with the lights going on and off every other second or whatever. But once you memorize where the enemies are, it's not really too bad. But in a race setting with the extra nerves, especially being this close, that's definitely a level where things can go from good to catastrophic very, very quickly. So glad to see they both got out of there successfully.
Glad to see some slap slides out of Fathlo, to be honest.
Oh yeah, the only tech that matters in the game, truly.
The only slide that matters.
The slide with 3 eyes.
Okay.
So yeah, you swap from Diddy to Donkey in that boss battle because the last 2 enemies that Dum Drum spits out are much faster. Or sorry, are killed much faster by Donkey than Diddy.
All right, so both of them are going for Kremtut.
Both of them are going for Kremtut. You're right. There's two jump roll frames they can hit in this level. Otherwise, it's a very long auto scroller. They can go for Kremtut, which is getting the jump roll off of a B. A B, jeez, of a Kremling. My goodness, I just got home. Cut me some slack here, and then put on the spot. And then there's Bird Tut, where do the jump roll off a bird. So this level is otherwise pretty boring. The gimmick is you have this platform. You got to grab the tin cans to fill up the lights so they don't die. If you land on one of the static platforms and the platform runs out, then it's game over for you. Or at least level over. It's too early. Too late, rather. So now Fathlo can go for Bird Tut. Don't blink.
Kanis did not get it.
Again, too late.
Okay, so Kanis didn't get Krem, but he will be going for Bird now.
Last one. Last chance.
Here's the... Yes! Okay! There we go! Okay,
so Kanis
so
is going to pull quite ahead, and
yeah,
Fathlo gets the consolation jump roll, which doesn't mean anything.
So much for an impossible strat.
So
yes.
if we look back, Fathlo lost like 20-25 seconds in RBR, but then caught up completely just due to like more solid platforming, and then started pulling ahead of Kanis by a few seconds entering this stage. And now Kanis just got a 42-second time save, so he's going to be quite far ahead of Fathlo.
Yeah, that gives him like a virtually insurmountable lead outside of a death. So
that's not true because what is it? Misty is like 28 seconds.
Misty saves like 20. Yes, 28. It's more like 22.
If Kanis has to not die and he has to hit everything. No, he just has to not die.
If Kanis goes for the setup, that is expensive, Joe. It should be more like...
Oh, you're comparing to that.
Yeah, because Kanis is not going to not go for Misty. He's going to
go absolutely. So he hates it, but he's going to go for it.
Yeah, like...
Also, interesting fact, you can duck under those 2 Bs. I only learned that once I joined this community. So yeah, there's quite the lead here for Kanis.
So if we're gonna watch some D-boost tech here on Kanis' side, yeah, he goes for the jump onto the second mincer, and when you take damage while riding an animal buddy like Espresso or Rambi, the game throws you off the animal buddy in the direction that you were facing. So we're able to cross that gap without actually using the moving platform, which is quite nice.
All right, moment of truth. Kanis, if he hits this.
Oh, if he hits this, it's pretty much over, barring a death.
It's pretty much you're finished, yeah.
Here we go.
He did not get it, so the door is open, just cracked slightly for Fathlo. It won't make up all the Bird Tut time loss, but...
It'll definitely help, because Fathlo's movement is a little bit better than Kanis's, so he was definitely able to catch up a little bit better. Through sheer movement.
Yeah, and most of the time people take Misty Mines like extra safely because it's not often practiced.
Yeah,
Misty Mine is
right now.
Sorry, you
he's
go ahead.
Taking some safe stuff. He picked up an extra Kong. He's opting out.
He got it.
Okay, this is huge, guys.
Oh my god! So
my guess is they're going to be about 10 seconds apart, probably exiting this level. That's going to be my premature guess.
Goodness gracious!
We definitely have. Ooh, okay. It actually.
Oh no!
Ooh. Oh, he almost ran out of iframes there, too.
What is happening here? What is happening?
He gets it again.
Fathlo's probably going to be ahead.
He might pull ahead. Fathlo might pull ahead.
He's ahead now.
This is insane. Okay, it's really close, though. It's not over yet for Kanis.
It's super close,
There's still one more frame that is, what, like 8 or 10 seconds, something like that? And that could be the difference maker here.
For stress during the race, it's probably around 12 seconds. Unless Fathlo's probably just 8.
Unless you're Stu and you're just gonna do everything.
You just got a back boost, man.
Oh!
Oh no! That's devastating, dude.
Okay, so like the lights are not usually an issue here, so let's just keep that in mind. He wasn't thrown off by the lack of light, so I don't know exactly what happened there.
Well, that rule is actually pretty easy to
just doesn't need to
come short on, because you're actually just barely making it to that platform.
Okay, so Kanis, now it's his race to lose.
It's true.
once again, this is why DKC 1 is such a great race game, is that you can have two people of pretty close skill and they can be neck and neck all the way throughout, and yet their race is completely different. Like the frames that they get, the movement that they do, just you never know what's going to happen in DKC 1 race.
It's true. Literally anything can happen. Literally anything can happen.
Yeah, we're aware, dude.
So here comes the last level, probably one of the hardest levels in the game.
I'm actually surprised. Kanis going for that first gap roll.
Yeah, I don't even do that. That's
that
really
gap roll is actually not that hard.
It's not.
It's impossible.
It's not that hard, but in a race setting, especially this close, with how risk adverse Kanis is, I would have expected him to go for the safe route, just take the platforms for a. And Kanis got it,
nice.
So that's probably gonna be GG.
That's pretty much finished outside of a miracle.
Now we have to obviously see if Fathlo gets the frame as well, because if he does, okay, so
yeah,
if
he does.
He does.
All that means is that if there's a Necky 2 issue, Fathlo would pull ahead, but it's very unlikely.
But we're heading into a boss that's pretty RNG heavy.
Yeah, so. I don't think Fathlo does fast Necky 2. So.
Well, he does now.
I mean, not Fathlo, I mean, Kanis.
What was that, 3144 in
for
for
Kanis? Does not do the
Kanis
fast tech on it. Which means he'll take it safe, which means he's almost guaranteed to be out of here just fine.
Yeah, I think we're looking at about 13 seconds difference between Kanis and Fathlo right now. That's not a Necky 2 worth. That's a cycle. If Kanis drops a cycle or takes damage, or...
It won't be damage, and actually damage would kind of help him.
It's true.
So
Donkey's got faster fanfare.
Pace for a low 34, it seems, or mid 34.
Yeah, he's looking at about a 34 3x, I think.
I think it's
solid time.
Yeah, it's like 223 or 224 after the banana drops in Necky.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to the timer there.
Yeah,
well, it depends on how good your hits are.
I mean, that's true. That's very true.
I think Fathlo's got the edge on hits, but I don't think enough of an edge to really pull ahead of Kanis on you.
No, so Kanis would have to actually die for Fathlo to.
Yeah, literally have to die.
Yeah, the only tech you're going to see here is how close or how early they can bop K rule on the head. As soon as the crown leaves his head, you can do it. Usually with your donkey, the visual cue is when his fingers stop twitching for the final time. That's when you jump and you can get a really nice optimal hit. They're both playing as Diddy, though. Diddy has a slightly different jump. Goes a little bit higher, making it, at least in my opinion, a little bit harder to get the optimal hits. But they got to do what they're comfortable with, so I'm sure they have their ways.
This boss is still not to be underrated. Or whatever that word is.
Underestimated?
Yeah, underestimated, that's the word, yeah. It's still pretty tricky. Lots of things can go wrong.
Especially if you try slap sliding under the cannonballs.
True.
I tried that in my race, and I was punished.
Yeah, who does that?
I tried it too, dude, and
I didn't. That's my thing.
Nice.
I just died because this is a really hard boss fight.
Well,
they're both on fake credits right now.
And fake credits are long if they're both on them. It's like
this is the longest wait of my life. It's only about 20 seconds, I think, after credits are over. Not sure. So it looks like I don't want to say. Well, I'm not going to say it yet. Not until the last hit. But this is definitely probably one of the closest races we've had all tournament.
Yeah. So it's been a solid race. I mean, nothing can compare to the inconceivable upset we had in the first game, but.
I mean, this is a pretty big upset.
I mean, 34,
it's not 34, as
37, I think.
It's not of like the same caliber, no, but it's still pretty.
Yeah.
It is an upset.
What's up? Yes, that it is.
Congrats on your win.
Yeah, what's up, Kanis?
Well,
congratulations.
What's up,
Nice run.
Thank you.
Congratulations, dude.
I hate the fish.
were you watching Fathlo at all?
I know most of his big mistakes. Someone told me, so that sucks, man.
Yeah, you guys were very, very close in the end.
Yeah, I could see. Like World 6 went back and forth a lot.
a lot. It was definitely one of the most entertaining runs or
Yeah,
races of the tournament so far, for sure. Thank you so much, fellas.
Yeah, that was a great race, guys. Congrats, Fathlo. Sorry that things kind of went sour there at the very, very end. So very unfortunate, but well played otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, that clipping through that platform in Loopy is just
Actually,
absolutely.
Sorry. Question for Fathlo, really quick. What happened when you died in RBR? I saw you went for the jump roll, and you kind of got yourself trapped under the platform.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I tried to save myself and come back, and I just kind of got caught underneath. And after that, I was on full tilt and lost Diddy on the fight.
Yeah.
I was so tilted at that point.
You did nice though. You came all the way back. You guys were actually fully synced up again in Elevator Antics, and then in Poison Pond you pulled ahead. So it was definitely a really nice battle back and forth for sure.
Yeah, GG, man. What happened was unfortunate. I mostly feel bad about. Apparently, you got Berta and then jumped out of it.
No, I didn't get it at all.
Oh, okay. Somebody told me that.
No, I missed it. I missed it, and then I was keeping tabs on the race. I saw you get it. I'm like, God damn it! The only way I can pull this back is if I get Misty, and then I did, and then I died in Loopy, and I'm like, well,
dude, you got it, man.
Well, friends.
Of course, we both get perils, and 5 frames or 4 frames between us in World 6. Cool.
Definitely one of the most entertaining races so far. Definitely. And one of the closest in the tournament.
Nice.
Definitely great runs. Mid 34s is definitely nothing to shake your stick at. Nothing to lose a banana over. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
So how are you guys enjoying your tournament experience so far? How many more races do you have to do?
Frog.
Bronze.
I mean, cool, dude. I mean, still in the phase where, like a lot more chill than when you have brackets.
Yeah,
that's when things will get really crazy, I think, for those who make it there.
Yeah, I just took a look at the group stages, and I would say both of you guys are probably the favorites in your group. So it's looking kind of nice for you guys, even though Fathlo did take a loss here. I have confidence that you'll be able to bounce back through the rest of groups.
Thanks.
I think he'll make up for the loss in D-Gen tonight.
See about that.
Yeah, my other runs are going really great, like the races we did last night. It's playing really well, but
yeah, that last one of the night, that was
nerves got me.
That was a mid 33, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you had a death that cost you probably about 30 seconds in RBR, and the death in Loopy, however much that was. You take those away, that's probably a high 33 right there.
Yeah.
So it really wasn't that bad of a run.
Yeah, I mean, the run was going really well for me until slip slide when I couldn't get above the rope quickly, and then I lost Diddy right at the end. And then after that, it went pretty well, but then I died in RBR, and I was so mad at that point.
It was already over.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's going to about do it for us on this channel. We're going to be randomly going to one of the other Speed Gaming channels. Speed Gaming 1 has a Link to the Past randomizer. Speed Gaming 2 has Zelda 2 randomizer. Speed Gaming 3 with Ori and the Blind Forest randomizer. And Speed Gaming 5 with Zelda Oracle of Seasons. And that's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you very much, Kanis. Thank you very much, Fathlo. Excellent race. GG. Thanks, Joe and Stu, for commentating. Also, thank you, Dustpan, for commentating. You're welcome.
Thank you, Dustin.
Speed Gaming for putting it together.
Absolutely, yeah. Speed Gaming, everybody in the Speed Gaming community for keeping it together. I remember when it wasn't really overly popular, and now there's 6 channels, which I think just blows my mind out of my ears.
One's the
Ocho.
Yeah. It's coming.
It's coming. One day. All right. Signing off. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
See ya.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Rolling up.